this. Oh wow. Ay, no, señora Fatima. Nuestra Señora Fatima querida. I left my damn TV on. Oh well. Hey Marley, how's it going? You all right? You're not doing live today? I was waiting for you. I was like, Marley ain't going live today. What's going on? So, I swear, when people ask me questions, sometimes I want to say, "Go f yourself." That's how I felt today. Oh man, poor ice cream boy. But he's just being nice. That's all. What's wrong with a little hug? Come on now. Poor ice cream boy. Man, give you ice cream, help you out. You wouldn't even give a mofo a hug. Ah, damn, Marty. Come on. Oh, did you give him a hug back or no? Or you were like, no, no, no. He must be like, damn, this bitch getting hard to get. Hey, Ninja, what's up? Ninja, I'm checking out the question you asked me, right? And the amount, like, it varies because when I read this, right, if those charges were not you, right, then how could you be paying for it if it ain't for you? This is what I never understand about this. Because when I ask, are you going to pay that? It says no. Because how are you going to pay for something that you didn't do? Stress for what? That don't make no sense. So when you say here, how much will you have to pay? I'm getting like not no more than like it's not even no more than 3. So like, hey Flo, all's good, all's popping. See, this is what my thing is with this question, right? When I do the math here, right? So my question to you is before this happened, right? Yeah, I'm getting less than that, no more than that. It's not going to be no more than 3. Because if you had the amount of 3 on there already, listen, if you had the amount of 3 on there before this happened, then that's all you owe because that's all that was there. That's why I'm trying to like figure out the amount. Because I asked if is it more than 5, it says no. I asked more than 4, no. And I asked more than 3, and it says no. You got me? You see what I'm saying? So I feel like your lawyer will sort it out. Because I don't know about you, but I've had a credit card my whole life, right? Not my whole life, but as long as I've had it. One day the bank called me and said, "Look, um, did you charge this, and this, and this?" And I'm like, "Yes, it was me. It's my charges." He goes, "Okay, because you've never charged like multiple things at the same time." I'm like, "Yeah, I had to pay for a plane ticket. basketball ticket, and hotel all one time because I went away on the spur of the moment. And I put it all on my credit card, all in the same day. So they called me right away and say, "Look, is this you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's me." So they're like, "Okay, just checking. What's your date of birth? What's this? What's that?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, cool." So I was like, "All right, cool. Like that's really nice that they would call me and like make sure it's me, like, you know." So when that happened, they should have called you and said, "Hey, look, did you just charge all this fucking money? Did you just take this? Because you've never done this before." So if they called you, then they would have known right then and there because that's their fucking responsibility. As a credit card company and a bank, you're obligated to do that shit because it could be anybody the way the world goes, you know? People are out there doing fucking fraud every day, like, you know? So that's them to blame too for like that even happening. They should have called you right away. So you'd be like, no, 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 that weren't me. I would have said, no, 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 that was not me. Obviously they did, but that's their responsibility. That's their fuck up because when you have a big amount coming out of your credit card, right? Yeah, they're supposed to call you and say, "Hey, look, is this you? We're just checking." Like, fuck, when I'm on Gmail and I log in from my phone, they say, "Look," they send an email to my other email saying, "Is this you?" On my Gmail. So if this doing that on Gmail, then it obviously should be doing it on the bank because you're dealing with thousands of dollars, not fucking a Gmail. Anybody hacks into my mail, they'll be bored as shit. Ain't nothing in there. I ain't got no juicy shit in there for them to see. Right, exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell Ninja. And she's always stressing out over nothing. That's what I've been trying to tell you all this time. And I told you already, but you guys, you don't listen to me. Like normal, like everybody don't listen to me. I told you gotta go the fuck down to the place. You gotta go to your bank physically and say, yo, I need to speak to the head of the credit card department because this is fucking bullshit. And I'm not leaving this fucking bank until you tell me what the hell's going on. I'm sorry, Miss. No, no, ain't no fucking sorry, Miss Ninja. I'm getting my goddamn lawyer here right now if you don't sort my fucking account out right now. Understand? Or I'm suing you mofos for. And then once they hear all that type of talk, that'll be it. You want me to go the fuck down there? You know? I'll tell them I'm your husband. And I'll just go down there and just start making up. You charge my fucking wife all this fucking money. You want me to fucking call my. That's it. I'll mention one of those. I'll mention one of those lawyers that come on TV. This is Alvin Jones from this company. I will sue your fucking ass. I'll name whoever I see on the commercial. Like, do you know this guy that comes on the commercial? This is my motherfucking lawyer. You want to come down there right now? Fuck this bank up. Hey, Hermana, how you doing? Hey, Dan. Exactly, yo. I fucking got homemade rub. Who wants some? That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of. That's how I carry on. I'll be like, look, I'm a humble guy, but don't fuck around with my money. Don't fuck around with my shit, my bank and my card and all that type of shit. Oh, no, hell no. No, no. No. You're gonna get tied up to a palm tree with some dry rub. Recipe by Ilda. You don't want that. You don't want that smoke. I'm gonna check now, Ninja. Some damn patience in your life. One at a time. No, no. Smell you later. Biatch. All right. No, she's telling you, smell you later, ninja. The answer is yes. It will get resolved between now and the end of March. It will get resolved. And I got the 10 of Pentacles, so you'll be all right. So stop worrying your little ninja ass and keep your ninja stars in your pocket. Ninja is a little, she's stressed out right now. She doesn't want you to leave. She wants you to hold her hand, Marley. All right, Ninja. So yeah, that's solved. You'll be all right. Don't panic. You'll be okay. Now you guys stress, worry, breathe, worry. I ain't stressed about none. I don't care. I just got my throat just as acting up right now. It's fucking irritating me. I had to gargle some fucking soap and water. Feels a bit better, but not still fucking acting crazy. Yes, it is. You're welcome, Ninja. No problem. You'll be good. Don't panic. Yes. Because that's the bank's fault too. Because I think it's like, I don't know if it's a law or not where you are, but here in Bermuda, if you get if your credit card gets hacked or something like that, or people's putting shit on your card and then you say, hey, that's not me, like the emails do that shit. So why wouldn't the bank do it? But like I said, when I charge something that I've never charged to my credit card before, like another site or another place, they'll call me and they'll be like, hey, um, just want to know if this is you, because this is a large amount, or this is a place we've never seen charged to your credit card, and they got a bad rep. And I'll be like, oh yeah, it was me, or hey, that's not me. They closed my credit card one time because someone hacked it. And they called me and said someone hacked your credit card, blah blah blah. Right? They'll text you or they'll call you. They called me one time and they'll be like, even when I log into my bank account, right? They'll email me a 6-digit code to get into my bank account to make sure it's me. And sometimes they'll ask you a question like your date of birth or the name of your dog or some dumb shit like that, or some bullshit like that. Or whatever you put up there, like your mom's name, or son, they give you all these options and shit. I told them I wanted to put what I named my pecker. My pecker's got a name. So I put what would I name my pecker? So that way they'll never know. The only person that will know is the ones that received it. And all of them had a different name for it. That way you'll never get into my bank account. I'm just teasing. It ain't got no name. You call it whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he'll be all right, Ninja. It's all good. Ralph? Oh no, I would never call my pecker Ralph. Hell no. No. It all depends, Sometimes I call it short and thick and does the trick. And sometimes it's long and thin and goes well in. So it all depends, on the weather or how I want it to perform. Ninja Ninja, I want to see a high school photo for that. Oh shit. You don't want to see her high school photo. Oh dang. You might get sex excited. Watch out. I don't know what it is, but my phone's fucking acting crazy. I don't know why. You had a beard in your senior pic. I wasn't allowed to have my beard when I was in high school. I wasn't allowed to have facial hair on, or my hair couldn't be long because I went to a Catholic school, Catholic private school, and we were taught by nuns, and our principal was a nun. And I've told this story on here before. I'll tell you the new people in here. And one day the principal pulled me aside. She goes, "Oh, Mark, you can't have like this fuzz on your face, this beard, and you can't have your hair past your collar. Like in the back of your hair is too long. You got to get it, cut." And I was like, "I don't want to because I want to be like Jesus. I want to grow out my hair and have a beard just like him." And she gives me like this look like, and I was like, "Well, what? I can't. You want me to worship him? Don't you?" And she's like, "No, you can't do it." I said, "Well, why? If I'm in a Catholic school and you want me to worship Jesus, then I want to look like him. He's my idol. I want to have a beard and long hair like him. That's what he looks like, right?" And she's like, "Mark, I told you already, you have to shave your face. That's the school policy." I was like, "Well, that don't make sense because I want to look like the person that you're programming me to go and be like, right?" So she gave me a hard time. She kept telling me, "Oh, you need to shave your face and you need to cut your hair." And man, I was like, "Fuck you, bitch! I ain't doing none of that shit. I'm leaving." So she haunted me like every week, and she called my parents. I was like, "Fuck you, woman! I ain't getting shit." Then when I went into the office, it was like mid-May. We had just finished our exams, and I didn't want to be in school no more. I had like a week left of school. I went into the office. She goes, "Oh, I see you still haven't shaved and your hair is still long." I say, "Yep, it's gonna stay that way too. Because Jesus told me in my dreams that I need to leave this fucking school and go and work and get out of here. You're making the biggest mistake of your life." I'm like, "Yeah, I can see that now, huh?" Bitch ass. My dad was a policeman for 25 years. He pinned my brother to the floor one Christmas with long hair. See? But my hair wasn't that long. It just had like a little bit in the back, like it overhung my collar. So it was like an inch past my collar, and I had like a little fuzz beard, like not like this, not full, but just little pieces here and there. Like I was 17, so I was just busting out like some hair. Um, so I walked into the office and I quit school. I left. I went to work, and here I am, perfectly fine. No diploma, no college degree, no degree at all. Just degree, underarm deodorant. That's it. Yeah, see, them hobos, a hobo in a wagon. So yeah, best decision I ever made was leave that school. And my nephews go to that. Two of my nephews go to that school, and I pick them up all the time. And I see all my old friends, and they were like, "I remember when you were here, Mark. You hated this fucking place." I said, "Do I still hate it? I hate that my nephews go here." But none of the people none of the teachers are there from when I was there. Just one, but she ain't nothing to me. Like she didn't teach me nothing, so I never made it that far. I dropped out of school when I was 17, um, and I was in grade 10 and I left. Once I reached high school, I realized that I didn't need to be there anymore because I'm not going to biology class to dissect cats, frogs, and starfishes. And I'm not going to learn algebra and calculus and all this other fucking bullshit that you don't need. That's not what I need. I don't need to learn that shit. So goodbye. It's nice knowing you all. Smell you later. And the nuns, they were all corrupt. They were more like devils instead of like, all that stuff. No, I didn't dissect the damn worms, but yeah, I wouldn't have done that either. And then history class was a joke too, because all we live in Bermuda and we're learning about every other culture and every other place in the world except our own. And I used to always question the history teacher and be like, you're from Canada and you're here on a contract, but you're teaching us American history, but you're Canadian and we're Bermudian. Make this make sense. And everybody started laughing in the class. And he was like, Mark, you need to leave. You have to go outside. You can't be talking about it. I said, I ain't going nowhere. My fucking parents pay for this goddamn school on my tuition. You need to teach me. I was a pain in the ass in school. I was questioning everything. When I was 16, 17, I realized what a corrupt world we were living in and what a corrupt school I was in. Supposed to be a private Catholic school, and all it was a fucking jail. That's why I still have nightmares of leaving that school. Sometimes I'll dream that I'm trying to get out of there and I don't want to be there. Like I dream that I'm in the classroom and I'm looking at the clock saying, fuck, I want to get out of here, man. I'm so sick and tired of this place. Why am I here? Like I thought I left. Like, why am I here again? Like I always find myself dreaming from time to time. Every year I have like a bad school dream. And if it isn't school, it'll be like army or something like that. Always places that I didn't want to be. Yeah, exactly. But they never teach us like what we're supposed to know and what we need to know. And now, like my nephews said that they did an exam and nothing they learned was on the exam. So make that make sense. So nothing's changed. I left school 30 years ago and these kids are 14 and 15, 16 and they're having problems with the teachers because they're teaching you lessons in class and then the exam there's nothing that they taught you on there. So how does that make any sense? So you study for an exam that nothing's on there. That's why I'm glad I don't have children in a way. I really am glad because I would not want to send my child to a school to learn bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. It really is. I'm so sick and tired of like the system and the schools. And it's a fucking joke. It really is a joke. And you're spending all this money, and these teachers have the nerve to complain, and then you don't even give these mofo's no damn homework. They only got a little bit of homework, and then they got study periods. When I was in school, we had no motherfucking study periods. You studied at hell at home, and then when you go home, you had homework every goddamn night. When I was in school, I don't remember not having homework. That was impossible. Even when we went on like midterm break or Christmas break, Easter break, we still had a project to do or some homework to do. These mofos nowadays don't have shit. You better give these all this money we're spending, the parents are spending for kids to be in a private school. You better give them homework every damn night. You damn right. Keep them occupied so I can go watch sports. Damn right. I'm coming home from work. You better give these motherfuckers some homework to do so they stay in their room all damn night and study for tests every other day. Leave me the hell alone. You ain't giving no parents no break. You know what I mean? That's what the parents are paying you for. Then the kids are gotta come home and ask the parents how to do this and how to do that. Fuck out of here. That's why I'm totally against a lot of things. And people like you can sit there and say whatever you want. It's a corrupt system. And everybody, all these children that go to school, they ain't learning what they need to be learning. You should teach them how to do taxes. You should teach them how to like you should have a workshop place so people who reach 16 years old and they say, look, I want to be a carpenter. So you should have a carpenter there teaching these guys who want to be a carpenter, electrician. You can that way you can employ people and make money at the school by employing these type of professionals, right? Because your parents are paying enough money for it. At least it prepares the child before they go to college, or they don't even need to go to college. They can learn that shit like twice a week. You can go to these classes, like a workshop class where you can learn how to do things. Like you sign up for it. So you don't have to go to college. You can just learn in school. Because that's what you're fucking paying for. It's all bullshit, and it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Hey Veronica, how you doing? Yeah, the school board is corrupt too. Football and track school and AFC for passing grades. Yeah. Yeah, certain schools had that, but my school was like always ass backwards. I wouldn't even say my school. The school I went to, nothing to do with that damn place. But yeah, unfortunately, I have to go pick up my nephews from there, and they always a lot of my no all my nephews ask me like, why did I drop out of school, and how can I have my own business if I didn't go to college? And I said, well, you don't need to go to school to be smart. You're just naturally smart. You just learn. You never learn. And I said, I didn't have to go to college because I learned hands on. I learned from people out in the field who didn't even have a college degree. And when you go to a college to learn electrical, you're not going to learn what you learn out in the field. It's totally different. So it all depends on what you want to do, like. And even when you leave college, you're still fresh of knowing limited things. You gain experience from the amount of time you put into something. So you're not going to be in college for 10 years, unless you're an idiot or you got a lot of money to spend on unnecessary shit. And college is only going to teach you so much, and so is school. Being out in the field learning things is the best thing you can do. But see, they don't want you to do that. They want you to be dumb enough to pay for college shit. And that's how it goes. But see, like it's like a teacher. A teacher if a teacher has a master's degree, then she could teach. But if she has a bachelor's degree, a master's and a bachelor's, then she'll probably make more money or have more responsibilities, or she knows a little bit more. But say a teacher has a master's degree and she doesn't have a bachelor's degree because she couldn't afford to stay in school a little longer to get to perfect that, right? So say she has 10 years of teaching experience. Why doesn't she get automatically get a bachelor's degree for having 10 years experience of teaching? So another person can come fresh out of college with a master's and bachelor's degree and make more money than her with no experience. See that's where I don't understand why and how that's even possible. I'll tell you guys a story. I've been doing electrical for over 25 years, right? And I learned from a guy who doesn't have, he had sixth grade school, and he learned from his dad electrical, and his dad learned from the uncle, and the uncle learned from this person. They all had a generation of electricians. This guy is a top-notch electrician. I learned everything from him. Within about 4 or 5 years, I learned a lot from him. Then I went on my own. If I ever need anything, I ask him, you know, new shit or whatever. He knows everything about electrical. So I have 25 years experience as an electrician. And if a high school, if a college electrician graduate comes out of school right now, fresh out of college with a degree in electrical, he's got a certificate. I will work circles around him. He will not know what I know. See what I'm saying? Because my experience is older than him coming out of college with a piece of paper that says he's qualified. But you don't know what I know. So I don't give a shit about your piece of paper. You still can't do what I do. Because my experience will always outride your paperwork. And that's how I always look at things. And that's what it is. It's simple. You don't go to college to learn how to read tarot. At least I don't know that. At least I don't think so. I don't know if there's any college classes out there for tarot. I learned this from watching everybody and doing my own thing and just studying it and doing what I have to do and getting the right cards and doing the right thing. So you see what I'm saying? It's all about learning. You don't have to go to no college or you don't have to go to school. You just gotta learn. Some people just have to learn. Some people are born with the natural ability to learn and be something, or you go to the school because you actually need to be taught. So it's not for everybody. That's why it shouldn't be in there. I told my parents, I'm not gonna stay in school no more. I'm going. I'll save you money for another 2 years. You gotta pay. You ain't gotta pay for me another 2 years. I'm going to work and goodbye. I know, right, Veronica? You did the school of the hard life for the experience. Yeah, exactly. 60 to 70 grand a year in Gonzaga. Yeah, Gonzaga. Hey, Tristan. All's good, man. How about you? Yeah, the education wants you to be in debt because you got to pay a bunch of morons to teach you that when you get out of college, you still can't even get a job. You're overqualified now because these businesses are not going to pay you all this money. They're only going to pay you if you've been there for a long period of time. And if you keep your mouth shut, then you don't get fed. So the only way you're really going to get a good bit of money at a job is if you prove who you are, prove what you're about, and show your experience and your talent. Your work ethic, your talent, not a piece of paper. If a guy came to me right now and said, "Hey, look, I heard you got maintenance and electrical business. You want I'm like I went to college. I'm a qualified electrician." The first thing I'll tell him is, "Oh, you're qualified? I'm not." And he'll probably say, "Oh, well, it's probably because you're older or because you just you don't want to go to school, but you should have." And I'll tell him, "What do you know? Can you read a plan?" No. But then I don't want you then. If I can put you on a job and you have a set of architectural plans, right? And you don't know where those pipes and those electrical outlets go, then you're useless to me. Because an electrician is not a person who puts up a fan and a switch and turns it on and be like, you got a fan. This is the 1, 2, 3, and off. Oh, and by the way, you press this button and the light comes on. That's not an electrician. Anybody can do that shit. You can go on YouTube and do that shit. Now, if you can map out an architectural plan and put everything where it needs to be and it passes, then you're an electrician. If you can't do that, you ain't no damn electrician. You're a joke. And in college, they don't teach you how to do that shit. I'm telling you right now, they don't. Because I ain't never seen an electrician come out of college that reads a plan. None. I am yet to meet one yet. Unless you stay in college for a long period of time and you ask them about that shit. Yeah, there you go, Veronica. See that? I'm interviewing and the job market is horrible. Yeah, exactly. And just imagine if you had a degree or you were qualified for the job, you still can't get it. And that's what I tell people, like, everything I learned hands on. I learned from other people that was willing enough to tell me and show me and learn from. Yeah, you're overqualified. Yeah, it is. It's experience. That's what I always stress to people. Like, if you're experienced, then you know what you're doing. And like it's like, for instance, when I come on here, right? I always tell readers that, to me, a complete tarot reader reads tarot upright and reverse. And then the first thing a reader says that doesn't read reverse will be like, oh well, it doesn't. That's not how you're supposed to read it reverse. I'm like, yeah, you are, because cards come out reversed, and you're supposed to read them that way. You're not supposed to put them back upright, because then you're disrespecting spirit for giving you a message that's supposed to be the right message. Because if you read them that way, then that's the way it's supposed to be read. You know what I'm saying? Things are put upside down all the time. You got to read it that way. That's how it comes out. Read it. If you're reading a flying card that comes out of your deck, how is that different from a card that is reversed? So, in order to be like a complete tarot reader, you should read both, because a deck of tarot cards has 78 cards, right? So, times that by two, you got 156. So, would you rather have 78 meanings or 156 meanings? Make it make sense. Yeah, exactly. I don't either. But some people will get mad at me because, oh, I don't read reversals, but I'm right about my readings. I'm like, well, okay. But just imagine if you read reversals. You get more information. You won't sound like a broken record reader. So when you read like the Fool card every time, you're like, take a risk, new beginning. Wow, you're so cool. You're a great reader. It means way more than that. And if it's reversed, it can mean a lot of things too. So like I don't do it to disrespect anybody. I do it to try and teach you that the more you learn, the more you earn. The more you know, the more you can show. I don't understand what's so hard about learning the reversal meaning of another card, of every card. It just makes you look more smart and makes you look like you know what you're doing, and you get more information. But hey, to each their own. That's my opinion. Like, I don't want nobody to get mad at me when they hear me say those things, because some people, they can read without reversals, and that's fine. Go right ahead. You know, if I'm wrong and you're right, that's fine. Go for it. I'm just telling you what I think. Prove me wrong, and then we can have a debate. It's like the new one to even know they are qualified by paper. Yeah. And how many doctors do we question when we go in their office? When we go into a doctor's office, we just trust that that person is qualified. We trust that that person knows what they're doing, right? But we should be questioning them. Next time I sit with a doctor, I'm gonna be like, "Where's your degree? What are you qualified in? Ears, nose, mouth, penises? What are you experiencing, bro? Well, ma'am, let me see your degree. Let me see if this plaque on the wall is fake. Let me see if your real name is, John Doe. Exactly, Dan. I don't know. I'm the type of person I always question the system. I always question teachers. I always question school. Things like that. It's just like a lawyer. Like lawyers are the same. A lot of them, if they know like you got money or they know your financials and shit like that, they're gonna try and find. They're gonna try and keep you on a long term. Like a divorce costs more than a wedding. I'm yet to find out from anybody who's been married and divorced if their divorce was cheaper than their wedding or if their wedding was more expensive than their divorce. I know a few, but I know a lot more that was their divorce was more than their wedding. Tell you that. Oh, definitely. Dentists are the worst. Dentists are the worst. They're one of the worst people. That's why I don't go to dentists. You don't have to go to no dentist. I was explaining this in my earlier live, Tristan, that my took my nephews because they have braces. My nephews have braces. Their teeth are all jacked up. Now braces are, a good thing because it does straighten your teeth all out, right? But the problem is it's thousands and thousands of dollars, right? And it's a pain in the ass. And I haven't been to a dentist in over 20 years, and I have no cavities, no dentures, no fillings. I've never had a filling a day in my life. The only thing that got done to my mouth was taking out my four wisdom teeth. That's it. That was when I was 19. I haven't been to a dentist in over 20 years, and I have no cavities, no fucking cracked teeth, no fucked up teeth, no nothing. My teeth are perfectly fine. I brush them, I take care of my teeth, I floss, do what I gotta do. I don't need no fucking dentist. And when a dentist takes that little thing and scrapes the back of your teeth and shit and fucks your teeth all up, that's the worst thing in the world. I'm never seeing. I don't know what the point of that is. I really don't. Okay, Veronica, no problem, sweetheart. I'll answer your question for you. Let me just get a water here. Well, the one of the best things to brush your teeth with is baking soda. Baking soda is very good. And if you flush your mouth with hydrogen peroxide, it also helps. The cheapest things that we can get in a store are the things that can cure us and help us the most. But that's what people just don't know that because they think it's bullshit, but it's not. But hey, yeah, back when I was in school, they used to give us the fluoride tablets. Meanwhile, next thing you know, those kids come home with their fucking cavities and shit. I used to throw mine in the trash. I used to act like I ate it. I didn't want none of that shit. Uh-uh. I've proved a lot of people wrong, and I've proved my family wrong because even when all that shit came out with COVID, I never did none of that shit that they required for COVID. I refused to do any of those things, and everybody was like looking at me like I was crazy. I'm like, well, you'll see. Yeah, there you go, Dan. Hi, mom. I'm Freddy Krueger. All right, Veronica, let me see what I got for you. Veronica, I feel like the women around you don't, I mean, they view you pretty good. They don't really like, I don't think, I think they maintain peace with you. And I think that they're not like, I get peace around. Like, I don't think women are bothering you or anything like that. You might feel like they do, or they might feel like you might feel that way about them because the way they act or the way they say things. But I feel like the women around you, they they might hide their emotions towards you. They might not be very emotional around you, or they might be more like restrained to say something to you because they know how you are. If you're the type of person that they know they can't really talk to in a certain way, they won't. So that's probably why you might feel that way. Um, but I don't get nothing bad here, like they view you in a bad way. I just think they view you as a person who has common sense um, and a practical person, like a person who like keeps their balance and doesn't really like you know show vulnerability for them to take advantage of. So they know I think that they view you as a woman that they don't really want to test. Like they leave you to be. They're not gonna really go against you or go for you. They just find a balance and keep the peace with you because they know they don't want no smoke. They don't want no argument or anything like that. That's how they like the women around you view you. Like they view you as somebody they want to maintain peace with instead of be on the bad side with. Yeah, if there is like a woman at your job that has dark hair, like she's like someone who you can trust. She's someone who is like someone who you like or someone you work with. If there is if there is a person like that around you, I feel like they look at you as a good person with to work with. They find happiness and joy with you. Like they find that you're productive and they can talk to you, they can work with you, they can deal with you. Like I don't get no negative energy around you at all with any women. I think they think you're a good person. I don't get no bad cards at all, no bad vibes, no nothing here. So they view you as a person that they don't really want to test or get into any situations with. They find peace when they're around you. And you said if there's anyone you need to be wary of, and I don't get that. I don't think that you need to be wary of anybody because I feel like the women that are around you, they're cool with you. Like they don't want to start no problems and they don't have no jealousy or envy around you. If you're the type of person that keeps to yourself and doesn't really blab your mouth all day and aggravate people, then they're probably going to be cool with you. The only reason why they wouldn't be is because you're like a show off, you're a nasty bitch, you know. But if you're not that person, which I know you're not, then you have nothing to worry about. But I get that at work, everything should be fine. And in your regular life, I don't think that there's any women there that are you have to be wary of. I think that they all view you as someone that's cool and don't have to worry about. I don't think that they'll mess with you because you probably don't give off that vibe. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, Veronica, but that's what I got. Yeah. Cool, no problem. Yeah, I just think this is you. Like you might doubt it, or you might feel like that way. But if you get anxiety over these women like that you're around, it's probably because you want to be accepted or you want to be liked. So like you just don't want to do anything not to be accepted and liked. That could also be it too. But I don't get no bad vibes at all. I get all good things. So they look at you in a good light. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Yeah. Well, that's always going to be the case. A lot of women are jealous to see other women like successful or in a good relationship with a guy because that's what they want, and it happens with men too. But all because you had bad experiences in the past, like try not to let that continue into like your future and with everyone else. Like don't think that it's always going to be that way. Right. But that happens all the time. It doesn't matter like where you are, what you're doing. There's always going to be somebody that wants your man, wants your girl. That's just a normal thing of life. People are vultures, and people want to test, and people want to be home wreckers. I was once called a home wrecker plenty of times, but I ain't done nothing to wreck nobody's home. It's not my fault your wife likes me or your girlfriend likes me or I talk to them. I'm not gonna like make them cheat on you and shit. I'm just being friendly. I'm just being cool. They like to talk to me. What you want me to do? Tell them go, after themselves and leave me alone. I don't want to be rude. I don't care if it's your wife. I'm talking to her. So people get insecure. Yeah, exactly. You're right. They come up to me. Like if I have a friend that has a wife or a girlfriend, they just start randomly talking to me because I'm that type of guy that says, "Talk to me. What you want to know? What you want?" We can be cool. I can be cool with somebody's wife or somebody's girlfriend. I'm not gonna, cheat on you and shit like that. I would never do that. So I have a conscience, and I'm the type of person who would never do something to somebody who would do something to me. You know, but it's insecurities. It's like people get jealous and they get dumb. You know, yeah, they're insecure. Yeah, but when a guy comes up to my girlfriend or something like that, I could care less. If you take her, you're probably gonna do me a favor. If she cheats on me, go right ahead. Bye. Smile you later. I ain't got no time for you, woman. That means you weren't meant for me. If you gotta cheat on me, that means you're not meant for me. That's God saying, look, this rejection is my protection. You don't need this hoe in your life. Goodbye. I'm not gonna go beat up the guy that she was cheating with. She's the one who cheated on me. So I get rid of her. Bye. See where that's gonna get you. You know? Yeah, see, there you go. Your wife, that's an Aquarius thing. See, you have an Aquarius wife. I just proved it. See, that's what I do. I'll be like, yeah, take her. I don't care. I told this story before. I was a DJ in the clubs for 20 years, right? So I was a popular DJ. I was one of the best here. I won competitions and I was always in the public eye. I was in my mid 20s. I was like 26, 27. And at that time, I was already like, popular and I was in the clubs and I was, a DJ and stuff. So I had all these women come up to me drunk as hell, sexy, ugly, all sorts of type of women. And they would come up to me, hey DJ, can you play my song? Oh my God, it's my birthday. And then if I play their song, oh my God, I love you, Mark, mwah, mwah, shaking their asses all in front of me. Then they'll be all hugging me and leave their lipstick all over my face and shit. And I'll be like, these drunk hoods are gonna get me in trouble. So my girlfriend would be in the background looking at me like, "Arr," she was like a pit bull. I had to put her on a leash, tie her to the side, like, look, calm down, woman. This is just the way it is. I can't control these men. What you want me to do? Throw a CD at them, throw a record at them and shit, get the fuck back. My girlfriend's here. I can't help what the fuck these drunk hoods are doing. Why don't you stand next to me if it's a damn problem then? You're like, no, bitch. He'll play a song, but you can't hug off my man. You can't kiss him. You goddamn drunk. Get the hell out of here. But see, my girlfriend, she at the time, she didn't want no confrontation. She was like, she didn't want that smoke. And I didn't want her to get in fights over me anyway. But that whole my whole DJ career ruined my relationships because the woman couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle me being drooled over by other women or approached by other women all the time. So it got to be a problem. So then nobody wanted to be with me. It was like, yeah, fuck that. He's got all these bitches crawling all over him every damn time he goes and plays music. No thanks. So all I had was all these hoes around me all the time. Same hoes with different clothes, or the different hoes and same clothes, either or. And sometimes, sometimes I'll be like, hey, this is my girlfriend, whatever. And some guy will come up to her and be like, oh yeah, hey baby, how you doing? And he'll be like, oh sorry, bro, this is your girl. Like, yeah, you can have her if you want. I'll rent it to you for the night. And she'll be like, shut up, Mark, don't say that shit. Don't give him no ideas. Fuck that sleazeball. And I'm like, look, you should have told him right off the bat, hey, talk to the hand. I'm got a man. But she like, oh hi. So I said, so that's okay for you to do, but it's not okay for a woman to come up to me and let me play her favorite song and her give me like a hug and a kiss and say happy birthday to uh, Karen over here. I always went through some dumbass shit. So yeah, Veronica, the insecurities are always there. But it's tough. It's tough to find people who are not insecure, not jealous, and actually like love the person they're with so much that they trust them. It's just like the Super Bowl at halftime. Usher and Alicia Keys, they both have, significant others. Well, Usher's getting married. He got married that weekend apparently. And Alicia Keys has already been married for years. So because they did a little hug and all that stuff, it's not like they kissed or anything. He was all hugging her up, and it was like a little moment because of the song. So everybody was on the internet like, yeah, you be touching you guys touching your wife, you're an idiot. You better get a divorce. That guy was all up on your girl, like all for like 30 seconds. So you're gonna get rid of a woman for 30 seconds because another guy hugged her? Like, and they're both entertainers. They've known each other for years. So I'm like, these people are delusional. Then her husband, Alicia Keys' husband, came online and said, look, I don't feel no way about this. Like, these are two entertainers going at it. These guys have known each other for years. I'm cool with it. She's with me right now. It's not like she cheated on me. What the fuck, you people need to grow up. So he was a real man for doing that, even though people took it the wrong way. Yeah, thank God for Scooby Snacks. Scooby Dooby Doo. Shiny. I just think that people get too jealous and they just gotta stop that shit. The whole world is like going crazy. World's a beautiful place, just the people in it are destroying it. Social media is just like ruining everybody's life. That's why I stay away from social media. I can't deal with that shit. If I had a girlfriend right now and she said, "Oh, Mark, I want to put up the picture of me and you at the club the other night. It was a really nice picture. Can I put it on Facebook?" I'd be like, "Please don't." "Oh, see, you don't want us to be public. You don't love me." I'll be like, "Bitch, shut up." You know why I don't want you to do that? Because that just gonna be something for people to critique, criticize, and go and be jealous of. Leave that shit alone. Keep that picture on your fucking wallpaper on your phone or something. Like, just leave that shit alone. You ain't gotta post that shit up. You ain't gotta let people know that we're together and we're like happy and shit. Who cares? Fuck these people. Social media is for everybody else to look at, not you. You're giving that shit publicly so people can judge you and talk shit about you. If you're a woman, they're gonna say, "Oh, look at this bitch's fake eyelashes. Look at her makeup. Oh my god. Look at her hair. It looks like shit. Look at those high heels. That bitch can't even walk in them. Oh my god, look at that dress. She got it from Walmart." That's exactly what a woman's gonna say. So why the hell would you want to put yourself out there to get judged and get this? Even if you look good, they're gonna find something that don't. Or they're gonna say, "What the hell is she doing with Mark? She could do way better than that." Or they could say the same thing about me. "Oh, Mark's got this ugly ass hoe. Who the hell's this? Oh, look, she looks like she's 50 something. And Mark's 40 something." People are always gonna talk shit about you. So the less you give them to talk shit about, the less triggered you get, the less, bullshit you gotta deal with. You should just be looking at that shit at yourself. Who cares about putting shit on social media? Just leave it alone. Leave your shit for yourself. Because back then we didn't have that shit. And that's why life was so much better back then. Give it 25 years, the next generation will be like, what the exactly. They're doing that now. This generation is always about like social media and let me see how much likes I get. Let me see how much views I get. Let me see how many people like my picture compared to my ex. Then you got guys looking at each other's girlfriends and liking their pictures and shit. Why did he like your picture? Why do you have him on Instagram? Oh, you have him on thing? He didn't like my picture, but he liked yours. Why did you like your best friend's wife picture in the bikini at the pool? Why wouldn't I? She's on my feed. I'm gonna like her picture. If I don't like it, she might think that I'm fucked up. No, no, no. You liked it because you like her. All right, baby. Whatever you say. I'll unlike it just to make you happy. No, no, it's too late because you like it. Oh yeah, definitely. I agree with you there, Dan. I agree with you there. It's probably all run by Leos. You're absolutely right. Leos, more like it. After all, you guys are the lions in the jungle. You run shit. It's all run by corrupt ass people. I know that. And they've corrupted a lot of people to do it. I tell a lot of people like stop posting shit of your like personal lives and stop posting your relationship online because that's when you get that bad juju. They be looking at you. Look at this bitch. I can't believe she's got this man. I was on TikTok earlier and I was in one of my in a reader's room that I like. She was there talking to everybody. She wasn't really reading anybody. And then she was like, "Oh my god, did you guys see so and so's like boyfriend? What the heck is up with him?" And I'm like, "Here we go. First of all, it ain't your boyfriend. It ain't your choice. And how would you feel if people was judging your boyfriend or what he looked like or what he was wearing or whatever? Me, I could care less. But she was like, "Oh, I hope he's a good guy because if he's not, why is that? How can he even get her?" And I'm like, "See, this generation's fucked. You have to be a certain way, a certain size, a certain look, and because you don't like how they match up, it doesn't mean that they don't match up. So who are you to like try and mix match and like say this person's not right for her?" But they don't think about that when they're talking like that. Yeah, exactly. There is the growing up period of periods. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I always tell people, Dan, it's not even the sign; it's your character. It's who you are. And some people like they are their sign, but some people aren't. And you're like, you're definitely not no damn whatever. So I think it's more like the way people are, and that's why I always describe the way people are. And like I've been doing all this time, like it's like people are just that way. They're never gonna change. They're always gonna like critique you, judge you, say dumb shit about you that don't make no sense. So it's like, wow, okay, whatever. And you're a married man, Dan. So let me ask you this: does your mother-in-law and father-in-law like you? That's what I want to know. Do they like you, and do you like them? Because that's another thing. When you get married, sometimes your in-laws are the worst in-laws in the world. Sometimes your own parents are like that. So I don't know too many people that love their in-laws or get along with their in-laws, even their sister-in-law or brother-in-law, things like that. Right. Well, not in the beginning, exactly. So, obviously in the beginning, there's always that, I hope to God my daughter's making the right decision by marrying this Dan guy. So then when they see that they did make the right that their child made the right decision and you're happy and you've been with her and you treat her good and you're doing the right things, then they're gonna be like, okay, Dan's a good guy after all, thank God. Yeah, see, you didn't even want to walk in the house. So it's a pain in the ass. But imagine if you had social media back then, right? Because I think you said you've been married to your wife for 25 years or something like that, or 30 years. So 30 years ago, when you got married in the beginning, there was no social media, so you couldn't say in a relationship with my Aquarius girlfriend. So people just knew by word of mouth, or you introducing each other, or you just told your friends. But now the whole fucking world knows you're with somebody because of social media. And I think it's just unnecessary. But that's good. That's good. All right, Ninja, take care. Have a good night. No problem. All's good. Did your mother-in-law did your mother-in-law have green or blue eyes? And was she like a white short lady? That's nice of you guys. Green eyes and redhead. Was she short? Like when I say short, like 5'6" or shorter. That's not I mean 5'6" ain't that short, but yeah, short lady. Yeah. Now I can see a lady around. She got like greenish blue eyes. She's short, white lady. She seems like a nice lady. I can see her. Holy shit. 8 kids. Damn, that's a lot of damn kids. Hell no. No, thank you. Hell no. So you got a lot of in-law, sister-in-laws and brother-in-laws. Shit. No thanks. Yeah, I'm sure she was. Yeah, she lost her first husband. I felt like I get like a seamstress type of person, like a person who like made clothes, or like she sewed, or she knew how to sew or knit. Like it looks like she was learning, like she's telling me that she used to like to do all that type of stuff, or she learned from her mom, like how to sew or how to knit or something like that. Or she liked to do like seamstress type of things. Something about making shit like that. She's Trying to show me some machine or something. There you go. Can't make that shit up. So that's her then. Yeah. Yeah. I got that. Um, I got a sewing machine. I could see a sewing machine and see and like doing seamstress type of things. Yeah. She showed me a machine because my aunties all did that stuff. All my aunties were seamstresses. Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. It definitely was. Odie, you say you didn't get much sleep, but you're still here. I gotta go get my ass to sleep because I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Yeah. Yep. Like I see Dan, I see this lady around like three men. She's around like three different guys, right? And like before I forget to say it because I can see her and she's showing me like these men. And I don't know if she had three sons or more than that, but like I get like the oldest, like I get like an older man around her. I know you said she had lost her husband, but I get like three men around her. Like she's in the middle, and there's three men behind her, and they're all taller than her, like bigger than her, and they all have their hair like to the side, like all combed to the side. Like she's showing me like three different guys, but they could be like her sons and her husband, or it could be three boys that she had out of the eight. So I don't know if like your wife had your if you have brother-in-laws, it could be them. Like she just it did these people aren't like don't have to be passed away. She just like is around these people. Like even if they're living. Like I can see her around these people. She worked on an apple farm growing up. Yeah. Like I can see this lady with pants on. Like she has pants on and she's walking around. She's showing me like she's around these men. Twins. So she had two twin boys then. So it must be the dad and the two twin boys that I see. Well, her husband. Maybe one of them used to hunt because I see like a shotgun. One of these guys have a shotgun, and they said they used to hunt as well, something like that. Yeah, like some hunting shit, something they said. Getting little bits and pieces from them. They're talking to me about different things, so trying to pick up on what they're telling me. But anyway, those people are like around her, like in spirit and things like that. Cool people, they're nice people. I don't get no bad energy from them. I don't get like tragic deaths or anything like that. I get like a natural feeling about the whole family, like the whole family that I see in like in front of, like I see around her, is all good people. At least the people I see is all good people around her. She's a nice lady. I feel like somebody had like stomach pains or stomach ulcers, or somebody died from like stomach cancer or stomach pain or stomach stuff, stomach issues, something to do with stomach stuff. Yeah, they're good. They're all right. Nothing bad. They usually show me a little bit sometimes. Sometimes they show me a lot. Sometimes they just say whatever. Sometimes they all want to say a little something, or they all show me what they were doing. It varies from every now and then. I don't try and pick them up. They just show up and they're like, "I'm right out to you." Yeah, I'm gonna go and get in my bed now. It's 12:30 in the morning here, so I gotta get up in like a couple hours. I gotta be up at 7:30, so I'm gonna go get my ass to sleep. I gotta hit the hay. But yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it was cool to connect with you, Dan. I like to, see what I can get, or see what they want to tell me. Sometimes they come forward. So yeah, nice energy. They're nice people. So yeah, that's good that you had good in-laws. They're like you now. They came through. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday night. I'll be here. Apparently the weather's supposed to get bad here tomorrow and Sunday, so I'll be around. I'll be home like all day. I'll be taking my nephews to volleyball practice and things like that. I'm gonna play Uber driver tomorrow. Yes, praise God. Absolutely. Yeah, they're all right. They're good. No bad vibes. Like she didn't say that she wanted to kill Dan or anything like that. It's cool. She's all right. She's good. All right, everyone. Hermana, if you're still here, take care. Anybody else is here, you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. I'll be here tomorrow at some point in time. And you guys enjoy your weekend and take care. Stay out of the bad weather. Good night. See you guys tomorrow.